I've been getting my arm twisted. I've been forced now to say it. Everybody wants to see how we do the Sicilian calamari. I got no choice now. I got to show you. We're going to start it off. Olive oil in the pan, garlic, capers, cherry peppers, and oil-cured black olives. They're the little little black olives that are wrinkly, look like prunes. We get them in. We buy big 5-gallon buckets of it. And you throw a little wine, butter, and lemon butter. Now our lemon butter, all it is, you could do it at home, you just get a little bit of flour, butter, and lemon juice. Mix it together, and you have it. So you have that lemon butter. And the flour is to make it thick. That's what that's for. Okay, now he's incorporating all these flavors together. This is our Sicilian sauce. This sauce can go over everything. Whatever you want to make it with. We've had people serve it with macaroni. You could serve it with chicken. You could serve it with seafood. Whatever you feel like doing. He threw a little parsley in there also. Now this has got to incorporate. Now we got the calamari. It's lightly floured. A little bit of salt and pepper and flour. No breading. We don't use breading on our calamari. Some people use it. We don't. It's just basically flour. And then we fry it. Now he's going to put that in the Sicilian sauce, and he's going to toss it. And then it gets served immediately. This is not something that can sit around all day. People ask me to do this for catering jobs. I recommend not to do it because the quality is not the same. You need it from the fryer later to the stove, right to the table. Let's put it up here. And this is the Sicilian calamari. You can see that. And we'll show you this on the table after we make the presentation. Got to put a little love on the plate. And our love here at La Piazza, 99% of the time is a little bit of parsley. Where's our parsley at? Just a little bit of parsley on the plate. No big deal. We're not into all the big edible flowers and not that I wouldn't use it, because we do use that stuff, but we're just into something simple. A little bit of color on the plate. All right, right now we're going to do something that we normally don't do here in the restaurant, but once in a while we do for a special dish that we make or whatever. And this is the old-fashioned way of making macaroni, as we call it, or pasta, as you want to say it, whatever. Every Sunday will be a tradition in our house, and of course other nights too, but Sunday was for sure that my grandmother go in that kitchen and make some homemade macaroni. I'm going to show you how we did it. We're going to make like 12 eggs right now. And I'm judging. Usually it's like 1 cup of flour to 2 eggs. And I'm just taking a judge at that. So don't ask me if I measured this. I didn't. You make a little well. This is the old-fashioned way of doing it. You don't have to do it this way. This is the only way I know how to do it. When I do it into the mixer, I can't get the feel of the dough. And it makes it hard. So this, I know exactly what to feel for when I'm going to start stretching this dough out. And if you just watch, you take 12 eggs. And 12, we used to figure out a rule of thumb. 12 eggs would feed about 12 people. Figure an egg a person. And a little bit of water. And that's optional. I like to make it really with just all pure eggs, but we'll just do a little bit different today for you guys on television. Show you what we're doing here. Now you just beat your eggs like this. And you don't have to make 12 eggs, you can make 4 eggs. If there's only a couple of you in the house, just make 4 eggs. 3 eggs. And you say, well, I'm going to go through all this trouble. Well, if you're going to go through all this trouble, you make 12 eggs. I'll take this here, and you can buy these at a store. And I just kind of incorporate it like that. And I pull it together. Now you're just putting this all together here. You see what you're getting, a nice ball. And there's your dough. You let it set for a while. Now we got one sitting here that's been sitting here, and you look at the difference. Keep it covered. You don't want it to dry out on you. And if it does get a little too soft and you didn't mix it into the dough, when you cut it, and I'll show you as we go along, you can just add flour, pat it in. This is what we call a macaroni machine or a pasta machine, whatever you want to call it. Basically a simple little machine. This comes off. This part just rolls the dough. This part is for the cuts. And we're just going to do a couple here. Just to give you an idea. You can make lasagna with this also. We'll run this through this machine. And there it is. Look at that. Beautiful. Real nice and thin. You want a thicker cut? And it's simple. It's really not a lot of work. I mean, you got a little time to kill and you want to do something, just do it. And like I said, you feel like you don't have to make 2 eggs, 4 eggs. If it's just a couple people, make a dozen eggs. Put it in the freezer. Put it on a pan. Look at that. How nice that is. And let me tell you something. Once you eat these, ain't nothing like it. Believe me when I tell you that. And that's pretty much how you make homemade macaroni. Now right now, at La Piazza, what we do in the summertime, every Sunday, we do spaghetti and crabs, just like you do at home. And right now, we're going to show you how we do it. And we cook this to order. And we have a way of doing that so the crabs don't get real mushy and stuff like that. We'll show you how we do it. Now watch this. We put some oil in the pan and some garlic. We'll brown that garlic up a little bit. Then we're going to throw 3 crabs in there. And that's what you get on an order. These are number 1s. They're already cleaned. Now I'll work it in. This is what gives you the flavor. Sauteing this all together like that. Now we'll throw some hot pepper. Little salt. Very little salt. Some black pepper. Some basil. And parsley. Now we're going to throw some wine on top of that. You're going to put a little bit more. A little bit more. There you go. Now we're going to let that wine just reduce a little bit to get that alcohol flavor out. And here's our trick so we can get it to you at the table real fast. Because usually it takes a while if you cook it at home. What we'll do, we'll throw some marinara sauce on here that's already made here. Put more in there. There you go. We'll put a lid on top of it. We'll let it simmer for a few minutes, about 5 minutes, 8 minutes, something like that. And simmer, and you got your spaghetti and crabs, and it's all ready to go. Well, look how nice that came together. And what we do here at La Piazza is we just add a little bit of jumbo lump crab meat here. We use the colossal jumbo lump. And there you go. And we'll just incorporate that a little bit in there. And you could do this at home the same way if you want. And then it's ready to go over the pasta. You can make with any kind of pasta you want. Here at La Piazza, we must have at least a dozen kind of pastas. But we're going to do it on spaghetti. It's what's called spaghetti and crabs. And there it goes, right over the pasta.